was started in 1995, and it was kind of going pretty good for a couple of years, and then I was tapped to become the singer, and that's really it. I mean, I had been doing gigs with Stone Sour for 5 years before that. So when they asked me to join, it was really like kind of whoa, really, and because I mean we were the two bands in town, it was Stone Sour and Slipknot, so it was kind of shocking. I'd never done any screaming like that, to be honest, and but yeah, I was a fan of the band. It seemed like very exciting, so I joined, and then we started putting the demos together, started writing as a band collectively and putting together songs like Spit It Out and Wait and Bleed, and the rest is history, really. No, the masks were a big part of it right at the beginning, but it was about a year before the coveralls kind of came into effect. Everybody was kind of wearing their own thing, they were just kind of individual outfits, kind of a reflection of them. I started the band wearing a priest's outfit and just being very ready to eat someone's face, really. And but then we started talking about the concept of erasing the identity and erasing all of that, and being a unit instead of like a band of eclecticity, So I loved it, that beget the barcodes, and that beget the numbers, and so it really all started to kind of fall in place after I joined the band. I think the first time I realized that the band had really made it was we were playing a show in Dallas, Texas, at this place called the Bronco Bowl. It's not even there anymore, but it was like this little tiny auditorium. It was like if you took an arena and shrunk it down to like mini-me size, It was a great pit, and then all these seats that went up the walls, And we walked out, and I mean, the place was absolutely rammed. At that time, that was the most people I'd ever seen in my life. It was probably about 5,000 people. And I was like, we're not opening for anybody. This is our show, And it blew me away. I was like, something's happening. Something is really happening. And it took all of 10 seconds to realize that there was no turning back. The first Slipknot album has changed my life in so many ways. Obviously it was the first, it was our foot in the door. We wouldn't be anywhere without it, and we kind of knew that the album would be key, but that the album was just the stepping stone. We knew that it was just the first hurdle. There was a lot of work to do, and but luckily, I had such a great time recording that album that everything else has suffered since then. So I almost wish I'd had a terrible time recording that album, so every successive album would feel great. But I had such a blast making that album that everything sucks now. So thanks. Thanks, Ross Robinson. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Chuck. It's the album that started this, It's the album that's allowed me to have every dream come true. It's the album that let me kind of show my face, quote unquote, to the world, And it's the album that got all of our fans to believe in us. So I have no regrets. If I had to sum up the first Slipknot album in 5 words. Not even just from my standpoint, but from everybody else's standpoint. What the fuck is this? That was like, seriously, like that was what the kids just kept coming to us. It's just like, what the fuck is this? I mean, just from looking at the cover, you know, you're just like, ugh, what is that? And then you put it on. Like, I've heard so many stories from people that are just like, oh my God, dude, I put the album on, I turned this first track, and I just said, what the fuck is this? So, there you go. 5 easy pieces.